Hi everybody, this is Dawson. I'm back with another movie review for you today. Hold on. Okay. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 19th MCU movie, Avengers Infinity War, released in 2018, directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, also known as the Russo brothers. And this movie stars everybody. You have Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Benedict Cumberbatch, Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie, Josh Brolin, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Letitia Wright, Sebastian Stan, Chadwick Boseman, Tom Holland, Don Cheadle, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Anthony Mackie, Chris Pratt, and a bunch of other people. And the basic plot of Avengers Infinity War is that the Avengers, along with Guardians of the Galaxy, they team up to stop Thanos, the Mad Titan Thanos, from collecting all the 6 Infinity Stones, because if he collects all 6 Infinity Stones for his Infinity Gauntlet, then he can basically, with the snap of his fingers, wipe out all of the universe. And so they basically have to team up and stop Thanos before he can get all 6 Infinity Stones, before he basically kills half of the world. And that's the basic plot of Avengers Infinity War. Alrighty, Avengers Infinity War. This is the biggest Marvel movie to come out. This is the Marvel movie we've been waiting for since 2008's Iron Man and the Avengers in 2014. This is what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has built up to. And this movie, I've got to say, is very, very good. I love Avengers Infinity War. I saw it one time when it came out in theaters, and when I saw it for the first time in theaters, I said, okay, I have to see this movie again. And when the Blu-ray came out, I bought it on Blu-ray. I have it on my Blu-ray collection, and I love Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War has a lot of stuff going for it. You know, this is the movie that introduces the Avengers. It also introduces Guardians of the Galaxy, and they basically team up together to stop Thanos. But the Avengers have kind of separated since their Avengers together in Avengers Infinity and Avengers Age of Ultron. There was also that thing that happened in Captain America Civil War, which Thor and Hulk weren't in because they were dealing with other stuff, and which they explained that in Thor Ragnarok, the previous in Thor Ragnarok. So during this movie, we kind of see the different Avengers. You know, Tony Stark and Bruce are together. They meet Doctor Strange. They meet the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then meanwhile on Wakanda, the other remaining Avengers, Thor, Captain America, Scarlett Johansson, Natasha, Don Cheadle, Hulk, they're all on they're all on Wakanda fighting part of Thanos' army fighting Thanos' army on Wakanda. And then while that's going on, Thor and Rocket, played by Bradley Cooper, they're on their own adventures. So the Avengers are kind of separated because of the events of Captain America Civil War and, you know, the events of Avengers Age of Ultron. So the Avengers are kind of split together, But they will eventually come back together in the next movie, Avengers Endgame, which is one of the biggest MCU movies to date. But we'll talk about that next time. But I gotta tell you, this movie was just, it was a blast from start to finish. I had a fun time watching this movie in the theater. I had a fun time rewatching it on Blu-ray when I got the Blu-ray. And then when Disney Plus came out and I subscribed to Disney Plus, I watched it. And I just kept going back to this movie, and I just finished it a few minutes ago to prepare myself for this review. And this is a very, very epic movie because you've got a stacked cast in this movie. You've got Robert Downey Jr., you've got Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Benedict Cumberbatch, Don Cheadle. Just everybody in this movie comes together in this movie. You've got Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man / Tony Stark. I love Iron Man in this movie. You have Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and he's been going through a lot of stuff since we last saw him. By the way, this movie picks up right where Thor Ragnarok ended, the post-credit scene where it shows Thanos' ship invading the ship that Thor was on with Loki and the surviving people of Asgard. And the movie opens with Thanos infiltrating all of the ship, and we find out that Thanos basically murdered everybody on the ship. So, with the exception of Thor and Loki. And, but Heimdall is still alive, although Thanos kills him when he gets Hulk out of there, transported when he has just enough power to transport Hulk back to Earth so that Hulk can tell everybody, Thanos is coming. He's coming. We need to prepare for him. And I'll talk more about Hulk in a second. But we pretty much see how Thor is. He's lost Loki for real this time. For real this time, Loki's definitely not coming back. He's dead. Loki's dead. He's dead. Okay? Loki's dead. He's not coming back. Loki's dead. For real this time, he's not dead. He's dead. He's not coming back. I thought that, okay, is he dead for real? Because, he faked his death, he faked his death already, so hopefully he's not going to come back. But no, he's dead. For real. I like Chris Hemsworth in this movie. Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, as Bruce Banner / the Hulk. The Hulk has, he can't transform into the Hulk because he's too scared to with what happened to him at the beginning of the movie with Thanos. So Bruce Banner's trying to get the Hulk to come out, but the Hulk is basically scared to come out. Because he can't get Hulk to come out. And so you basically follow Bruce Banner throughout the whole movie, so you don't see the Hulk. You don't see him transform into the Hulk. Which I kind of feel bad for Bruce Banner in this movie. Chris Evans is Steve Rogers. He's great. He has a beard now, which I know a lot of people complained about that in Avengers Endgame when he shaves off his beard. We'll get to that when we get to that movie because I have a lot of Major criticisms about that, but yeah, he's got a beard now. Captain America has a beard. And he reunites with Bucky because Bucky's been on Wakanda. He's been living on Wakanda for the last few years since their encounter. Natasha, excuse me, Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff. She's great. I love Scarlett Johansson. Benedict Cumberbatch as Donald. Did I just say Donald? I'm sorry. As Dr. Stephen Strange. He's good. I like him a lot. Don Cheadle as James Rhodey / War Machine. He's great. Tom Holland as Peter Parker. He's great in this movie. He's now an Avenger, and Tom Holland's great in this movie. I like Tom Holland a lot in this movie. Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, as T'Challa / Black Panther. He's great. Paul Bettany as Vision. He's great. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff. She's great as well. Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson / the Falcon. He's great. Sebastian Stan's great. Tom Hiddleston is great as Loki for the time that he's on screen. Idris Elba as Heimdall. He's great, although this was the final time we were going to see Heimdall. Yeah, you've got a lot of great people in this movie. Of course, the Guardians of the Galaxy is great. Josh Brolin as Thanos. He's a great villain. And, you know, when you see this movie end the way that it ends, it's heartbreaking. It's a heartbreaking ending because the Avengers, they pretty much lose against Thanos. Thanos gets all 6 Infinity Stones, and they couldn't kill him in time because he got all the Infinity Stones. So he did what he said he was going to do. So, yeah, so... if there's anything else positive I can say about this movie, the action scenes in this movie are pretty good. The opening action scene is great. The Battle of New York is great with Tony Stark and with Tony and Spider-Man and Peter Parker fighting off the Thanos' army or his family. There's a very funny SpongeBob line in the scene where I forget his name, but it's one of Thanos' kids, and he's talking, and then Tony Stark says it means get lost, Squidward. He basically calls him Squidward. I thought that was funny. I don't know his name, but whoever's watching the chat right now, if you know the Squidward line in the movie, let me know who that guy's name is. Unless Wikipedia tells me. I don't think Wikipedia tells me, but if anybody knows, let me know. Let's see. Let's see. I really don't have anything else to say about this movie. I mean, this is a great movie. It is sad to see how this movie ends. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say about this movie. But Avengers Infinity War, you know, this is what Marvel's been building to since 2008's Iron Man and since the first Avengers movie. So, yeah, I mean, Avengers Infinity War, it's great. I like it a lot. And on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm going to give Avengers Infinity War a 4 out of 4 stars. I mean, how can you not? It's a great movie. Anthony, the Russo brothers' direction of the film is great. So, yeah. And that's it, folks. That's my review of Avengers Infinity War. So, next time on MCU Movie Review, we'll be back to talk about Ant-Man with Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, this is Dawson. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Excuse me. And I'll see you next time. Oh, hold on. I was gonna end it, but I want to talk about something real quick. This is not a part of the review. I just want to talk about something real quick. Okay. Actually, I'm debating if I should make another video about it. I'll talk about it briefly. Okay, so there's been a controversy going on with a certain YouTuber. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. The whole Chris Stuckman incident. Listen up. Chris Stuckman is a guy that I support. You know, I've supported him ever since his first video back in 2012. I absolutely love Chris Stuckman. I think he's one of the best movie reviewers, and I'm putting air quotes on it for a reason. I think Chris Stuckman is a great he's a great guy. I don't know him personally, but from all the videos I've seen on his channel, he seems like a nice guy. And I'm excited to see his first ever feature film, Shelby Oaks, that he's worked so hard on. But the thing I want to talk about is, y'all might have seen a video he posted of, I'll actually talk about it in another video, so. But yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And let me know if you want me to make a video talking about the whole Chris Stuckman incident. I might. But yeah, as always, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time.